There's one. There's two. There's two more. One right there, one right there. And they have a friend. He's hanging out in the corner. He's a wallflower. But they're there. Welcome back, guys. Today we got an awesome adventure. As you can see, I got the kayak back there. And today I'm going to be doing some kayaking. I'm going to go on river here. I'm in southwest Michigan. Cool little river. I've gone on it before. And I've always wanted to throw my sluice on there and see what I could do. So I brought along some prospecting equipment. And I'll show you guys all that in just a little bit. But pretty soon I'm going to be at the takeoff point. And this is going to be quite an adventure today. Like I said, I'm going to go kayaking. It should be around like a 2-hour trip if I was straight kayaking on it. But like I said, I plan on stopping off and prospecting. And I'm glad you guys are along for the adventure. Well, here we go, guys. Out here doing a little kayaking already. Ooh, just got a big splash inside the boat. Went through a little quick rapid. But anyway, the water is flowing today. It is awesome out here. The trees are just starting to pop with some color. We got some pretty pink red buds popping out. They're always really beautiful this time of year in this area. Yeah, water is high, so we'll see what that means for our prospecting mission. But either way, kind of show you guys what I'm looking at here. Some cool scenery. I'm actually using my wife's kayak, Mrs. Bigo Bruski's kayak, because it is just a little bit more stable, and with the amount of gear that I brought, my kayak is built just a little bit smaller. I don't know why, but maybe to make it more just better at turning or something. It does a great job when I'm using it, but for today's purposes I wanted to get out here with something sturdier that I could pack a little bit more gear into. Guys, watch out for Bigfoot. There's been Bigfoot sightings, so if you see some dark shadows, let me know in the comment section. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, glad you guys are back. I'll bring you back along once I get further along into the journey. I'll show you guys some of the features of this river. It has some really cool rapid areas where if you don't know what you're doing, you might hit a really big rock, and you know, at that point, best of luck to you. Because this water is cold. I was just stepping into it as I was getting all my gear into the river, and it was quite cold. But it's supposed to be 80 degrees today. How that happens in, you know, late April, I'll take it. Anyway, this is just awesome. So, I'll show you guys some red buds coming up. Maybe you can see the pink. That pink down there that's the red bud, and that color really pops with all the green. Just beautiful. There's a little rope swing tree right there. Cool ducks. Now I gotta turn around. This is not the first time I've used this kayak, but it is like the first time with this loaded down with the gear, I'd say I have at least 30 pounds of gear with me, on top of, you know, just myself. So thing's basically holding up a small car floating on top of the river. But anyway, those ducks were really cool. That was special. Not every day you just float within feet of wild ducks. Oh, look. You can see that. It's a blue heron. He's flying off in the distance down the river there. Beautiful. Bring you guys back. Hey guys, I'm at my prospect spot, and it is beautiful out here. I don't know if you can see how well you can see all that, but we are at a cool spot. So I wanted to show you. Right down here is kind of a natural sluice setup. I got in here, took my foot, kind of ran it through there, and that's what we got. So that looks really good. So I'm going to show you guys my sluice. First of all, here's the kayak. Really nice. Filled with amenities. This is how you fit a shovel into a kayak. And there we have a full shovel. That's how you do that. You put that in a kayak. And now I'm going to show you guys how to fit a sluice inside a kayak. Got that in there too. But yeah, that is a 3-foot long sluice and a normal 5-foot long shovel. And they fit right inside of that kayak. But that's why I brought that kayak today. Anyway, let's grab this sluice. Already got her set up. Got the paper clips on there. 5 just in case I lose one. Come over here to our sluice setup. Drop her in. See what she does. Too much water, but I can raise it up, and I'll get her running in no time. Really looking forward to that. That's going to be super cool. Bring you guys back once I have it set up. Alright guys, so my plan here is I set up my sluice. It's running very slow. So what I decided to do is I'm going to take some shovelfuls, run them through the classifier. I'm going to pan it down a little bit, so I don't got to pan it down super fine, but I'm going to pan it down a little bit, and then I'm going to run it through my sluice and see if that can help the little rocks stay out of the riffles, so it's not clogging up the riffles and gold just floats on by. So I'm going to have to run it a little bit slow, but anyway, it's part of the adventure. Who knows what to expect. You know, I got out here, the water was pretty high, running really fast, so it is what it is. Try to do what you can. Let me show you what I got going on. So over in the area, got her set up, built some little dirt ramps around it, trying to get the water to flow through there good. I mean, it's flowing through there decently, but the little pebbles here are, you know, just little river rocks, so they're perfectly rounded, and they fit in that sluice, you know, like you wouldn't believe, like they were made for it, you know. Show you something like that little guy. That little guy right there, there's a ton of them here, and they will clog up that sluice like you wouldn't believe. But that's all right. We got the Bigfoot out here. We do got a Bigfoot sighting, and I'm looking forward to running some dirt through that. So anyway guys, I'm gonna run some dirt through. I'll see if I can show you guys what that looks like. There's not a lot of good spots to put up a camera situation here, but I'm working with what I got, and we'll see how we do. Alright guys, I went right out over there. I grabbed a little shovel, ran it back over here to my classifier, came over here with concentrates, put it into the sluice, and It really has no vortex action that you want to see. Apparently it's just too low of a pitch. So I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I might have to abandon the sluice and just go with panning method, full panning, and just kind of see where that gets me. But yeah, I think I might have to abandon the sluice here at this spot. I'm just checking it out. You know, I've never really put a sluice here, obviously. I did pan it once before, right over in this area. I did some panning in my very early days. I found 2 little specks of gold, so that's why I came back here. I was seeing, you know, if I can do anything. A lot of gnats around here today. This is the gnat spot apparently. So we got the mosquito spot, the tick spot, and now the gnats. So I guess pick your poison. Anyway, whatever. What started out as an overcast day, but it's actually starting to become more sunny out here. This is just amazing, guys. I don't know if you can see all that, but holy smokes, that's cool. But anyway, I think I'm gonna get in the kayak, continue on. This spot I feel like just has too much water right now, and I'm gonna look for another spot along the way. Something that maybe looks really juicy, got some big rocks in there. You know, around here, all that I've seen is little pebbles. Not a lot of big rocks, and you want to see a transition period, so that's what I'm looking for. You know, I'm looking for a transition period, but I'm not seeing one that's really that juicy that would, you know, really pique my interest that much. So I think I'm gonna push on. It's hard to say goodbye. I thought this would be a sweet spot. Like I said, I found gold here before, but water's just a little too high. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna get back on the kayak, bring you guys along. Up in here. This is a relatively deep spot, so as soon as we push off, we should be going here. Let the old shoes air dry for a second. A little wet. Don't want to stick them in the kayak all wet. All right, let's get it. Oh man, that was cool. Cool little stop off. Got some snacks. Sorry I didn't bring you guys along for the snacks, but it was meat and cheese stick. Really enjoy that combination. But anyway, looks like we got some trees coming up ahead. See how this goes. It's really windy today as well. I don't know if that makes it any more wavy or whatnot, but might bring some trees down, so definitely watch out for that. This river is also maintained, so you don't see a lot of areas that are where you're completely blocked, unless it's a really recent windstorm or something that brought down a tree. But like up ahead, there's plenty of squirrel bridges, but you can make it through the squirrel bridges. It's beautiful. Right over there in that embankment, that looks like it could be a big rocky area. It's like a real big rock right there, big rock right there. So, but the water is just too high here, and you are not going to be able to stand out there. So I'll bring you through. We'll go underneath the squirrel bridge together. I'm going to aim for the right side. Alright, made it through. Ooh. That was a fun little rapid. Another great example of the red buds here. Right up there. Beautiful. Looks like we got some white water coming up. Awesome. It's always fun. Oh, that's a big old rock. We couldn't go over that one. We had to go beside him. Here's a big boy. Now, on that side of the river, you see some big rocks. I saw another one right back there, but then it's all sand right after that. Man, a big old tree trying to tip me over. The property that butts up to this river is private land, so you really can't even get out. The one spot we were just at that I was prospecting it's an island, I guess. It's surrounded by water, especially when it's high water like it is now. But it's making it a really fun journey with the high water. On the kayak side, that's for sure. Areas, especially because I'm loaded down, I figured I would have to portage it on some occasions, but you know, so far I've just had to dodge rocks and tree limbs that are, you know, submerged below the water. You don't see them until you're right up on them. But most of this river is fairly shallow. I mean, it might be, you know, 5 feet deep in some areas, but most of the time you're talking, you know, 2 to 3 feet deep. It's really not bad. Deep water, though, like it is now, you know, those same areas are about, you know, 4 feet deep now. Alright guys, we're at the end. We made it through another successful adventure. But for me, the adventure starts again because I got to hide my kayak, grab my bike, ride that back to the truck, and bring the truck back here and load up my gear. So that's going to take another, I don't know, 30, 15 minutes, something like that, depending on how fast I go. And anyway, I'll bring you back to Gold Headquarters and we're going to clean out that sluice. As you can see, I had my bike camouflaged very well. As you can see, I got a ways to go. Around that bend and a couple more bends. But I'm getting it. The road is a little bit muddy, so it's slowing me down. It's okay. Faster than walking. I'm getting there. Now we're getting somewhere. Alright guys, welcome back. We're back to Gold Headquarters. I cleaned out the sluice. Got all that material setting right in there. Looks like there's quite a bit of concentrates. I'm going to be running it through the kitchen strainer, of course. Got a little extra water. And the gold sucker, if I happen to find any pieces of gold. So I'm going to set you guys up and bring you right back. Alright, got that material in there. Running it through the old kitchen strainer. Alright. Looks like we got a little shell in there. A real tiny one. pan this dude out. Definitely got too much water. So what I've heard so far as I've been doing this is I'm trying to shake this flat. Just make it flat and just kind of agitate it. And then that makes the gold go to the bottom. And then my next step is agitating the material as I bring it over into these deep V or deep riffles right here. And as I bring it over there, the gold is going to get trapped right in those deep riffles down there. So, wish me luck. Water is really murky, I guess, but hey, that's okay. I'm gonna do a quick pull back, and see if we got anything. We sure do. I see 3. Maybe 4 pieces. I want to try to bring you guys in to see this here. Okay. Right there where my finger is. Try to bring some water up on it. Just a really tall, tiny speck, but she's there. Try to get it in there so there's no glare. Right there on the tip of my finger. And I saw some more. Try to bring this back just a bit. There's some. Showed up. Right there. Look at that little guy. And buddy right there. So yeah, guys, that's 1, 2, 3 pieces that I see just really quick. So hey, yeah, we'll take that all day. This is awesome. I did not expect to get 3 or 4 pieces out of that. I was stuck to just panning, and I just ran through some of my concentrates from the pan. But I didn't think it was going to really go into that sluice and do anything, but apparently it captured something. So, hey, we got lucky. I'll take it. Well, anyway, you guys, thanks for joining. It's been an awesome adventure. I'm going to try to do this again next week, so hopefully I'll see you again next week. Bigo Bruski out.